Hello, my YouTube family. I hope everyone is doing well. I am back in the pink room, in the chair. There's a DOG in the room. I've got a brand new Dollar Tree haul I'd like to share with all of you. Every single item in this video is kind of all over the place. We have some 125s, some 150s, a couple 175s, and at the very, very end, I have got 3 items from the toy aisle, and they were $5 each. So all these items came from the same locations throughout the Hudson Valley because that's where I live in the state of New York. It wasn't too bad temperature-wise today. I mean, you know, little drizzle here and there, but I do believe we've got snow predicted and some kind of sleet stuff coming in for the weekend, of course. So wherever you are, I hope you are comfortable sitting somewhere. I've got a hot cup of cocoa. Well, it's not as hot as it should be. I'm almost all the way through it. But I said, I need some me time. It's been one of those days. You ever have one of those days you just get up in the morning and it could be anything that just happens and you're like, oh man, it's going to be one of those days. All right, I did have a really good thing happen to me the other day, though. Miss Judy, I think she's starting to stalk me. I don't know. I might have to get security involved. I'm just kidding. I ran into Miss Judy. We talked for a little while. We exchanged some hugs, some giggles, as usual. From the Dollar Tree, she was heading down the road to Aldi's because they had a specific fish on sale. I'm trying to remember what fish. Oh my gosh, was it salmon? What? Oh, I have to remember now. Judy, you got to let me know what fish we were talking about. All right, so let's get into this Dollar Tree haul. I'm going to start in, like, the snacky section here. These were new to me. I hadn't seen them at any Dollar Tree, actually. These are by Palmer Candy. Milk chocolate flavored zebra striped cookies. Oh, my goodness, that's a mouthful. It looks like an Oreo cookie dipped in chocolate with some white drizzle on top. Anyways, these are 3.5 ounces. Again, these were new to me, so I grabbed a bag of these. And I also grabbed by the same company, and these are 3.5 ounces as well. And these are peanut butter graham cookie bites. Oh, these look yummy too. Nothing like a graham cracker coated in chocolate. That is really, really yummy. I'm going to take a flashback now. I don't know if this was no, it probably wasn't what am I thinking? A Chicago cookie. I don't know who made them. It came in a package about yay big. They were this shape, so like a rectangle shape. And they were oatmeal raisin. But it wasn't a really hard cookie and it wasn't a soft cookie. And it had white icing drizzled on them. I don't know who made them, why they stopped making them. Never found anything quite as good since then. All right, last but not least by Palmer's Candy. This is a milk chocolate shortbread with chocolate drizzle. Also, this one's a little bit bigger. I was like, this one feels bigger. It's heavier. 3.85 ounces. There you go right there. These sizes are perfect for, say you just want a little variety of cookies, or you're filling up a snack box, or gosh, you know, you're going to the movie theater, but you don't want to spend all the prices on the movie theater stuff. Get these small little treats and take all that stuff in the movie theater with you. All right. I mean, you didn't hear that from me. All right. I am so guilty. And I believe Miss Judy got some of these too. And they're the Snyder's round balls. I opened up a package and showed all you guys. They're 5 ounces. I got 2 more bags. They are so good. They really are good. Actually, those were the last 2 bags on the shelf. I felt bad, but I was like, well, okay, they were meant to be, right? All right, these are kind of cool. I hadn't seen these before. They were new to me. Is it Marita? Correct me when I'm wrong, please do. Oven-baked bruschetta chips. These are 3.4 ounces, and these are in the flavor of pizza. Evidently, they make all different kinds of bruschetta. For dips and topping. Anyways, I love to make homemade. And I'm really guilty too, is sometimes I'll take, you know, do my homemade, and then I'll take like a little block of mozzarella with some fresh basil, cilantro, and then put that in the toaster oven or under the broiler and let that melt on top. Okay, now I'm going to have that. Also by the same company, this one here is slow roasted garlic. Shall we see what these things look like inside? Yes, we shall. The expiration date is good until January 11th. Boy, that is a great expiration date. You can't miss that or misread it. So I'm going to snip these open so you guys can at least see what they look like. Now, since Miss Mia's in the room here, she's probably going to come over by me. But these are garlic, so she definitely cannot have one. But here's what they look like. Yeah, but Mommy's got to have one. And she sees me. Those are good. And I probably shouldn't have stuck one in my mouth while I'm recording, but I'm going to chew really quick while I grab the next things to show you. Evidently, I can't chew quick enough. All right. These were in the aisle where you get your planters, your buckets, all that spring stuff that's sprouting at the Dollar Tree. You get 4 in a package. These are so cute. They measure. Wow. Those are really, really good. Crumble them on top of a salad. All right. 4.5 inches by about 4 inches. You're getting 4 of them. Isn't that adorable? Now, they're meant to be little planters, but you know what? You could do anything you wanted with these. They're so cute. And the fact that you get 4 is awesome. I also found them in a couple other colors. Orange. I love the fact that he's doing that little wink eye. Adorable. Green. Now, a couple weeks back, maybe not a couple weeks, but I know at least a week ago, I had shown the little tool set I got, the little apron I got, the little holder I got. The kids are going to have a blast. Last but not least, purple. I was so happy to see purple and then to see the little winky eye. Adorable. Now, the print is on only one side. I can't moan because you're getting 4, which is a great deal. They had some new watering cans this year, so I had to get some for the kids and for me. They have this cute little elephant, which I think is just so fun. They work, you know. I have one. It's a unicorn from last year. It's under my sink, and when I water my plants in the other room, I use my little can. No need to go crazy with it. So you have your top hole, and then he's got a little hole in his snoot. They also had little dinosaurs. How fun are these? They were just putting this stuff out, so I know they had much more. I just didn't have the time to get all up into it. Excuse me. All right, over to, I guess this would be considered housewares, because that's pretty much where I found this. I shared with you a scent the other day. I believe it was, I don't have it in front of me. It's already in the closet. I believe it was eucalyptus scented. These are 6 fluid ounces. The company is called Home Breeze. I'm seeing a whole bunch of stuff now by this company. This one is Garden and Peony. It's a room spray. They smell really, really nice. So that was a brand new scent for me. Speaking of different scents, they also had, this one's 6 fluid ounces as well. Same company. This one here is sandalwood and musk. And they're spray. So, you know, pop one of these in your car. Put it in your locker. Put them in your closet. You could put them basically anywhere. Last but not least, this one here is also by the same company, Amber and Sandalwood. You know, if you were building someone a basket, what a great way to go. Now, this was a cool find, and I know Miss Judy got these because I saw them. All right, these are by the same company, Home Breeze. This is 12 fluid ounces. It's a linen/room spray. 12 fluid ounces in the scent Sweet Pea. That's a big bottle. Now, they also had to go with it. Not that it goes with it, but you guys know what I mean. This is the same scent, but these are scented beads. So I'm going to turn the packaging on the side so you can see the beads in there. but your packaging here is the same. How cool was that, right? Now I think you guys noticed that more of my Valentine's Day decor has disappeared here. Crazy, crazy. I gotta say though, I'm struggling a little with finding St. Patrick's Day stuff because I guess I'm just really late to the game. I have a few things, but not much. All right, Home Breeze again, 12 fluid ounces, linen room spray, lavender and cedar leaf. Some really cool scents that I have never really even smelled before until I smelled them before I bought them. They also have the beads to go with it. I'm going to give you a shot on the side so you can see the color of the beads. They're basically clear with like a lavender, like a purple. And then the first set I showed you, these are like a peachy kind of color. All right, still the same company, and the last item from this company, this is my favorite out of all of them, but I wanted to give them all a shot. This one is Tangelo and Palm Frond. I've never even heard of any of that before. Like, I don't know what a frond is, if I'm even pronouncing that right. Frond. F-R-O-N-D. What is a frond? Or is it a palm frond? No, because I can see a Tangelo. So it's got to be some kind of a fruit. I've never tried it before. I'm going to have to check it out. They also had the beads to match. There's the beads. And these beads kind of have the color of a grapefruit. That's what this packaging color reminds me of, a grapefruit. Where I get this from, I have no idea. Okay, over to Arts and Crafts. And that's basically where they have the Crafter Square section. A lot of people are totally okay with glitter. A lot of people absolutely hate it to death. I am okay with it if it's used in the proper manner, and for certain things, I need glitter. But I didn't need, like, tons and tons. So they have these new little 4-packs, so I grabbed a couple of them because they got little shakers on top. But you get 4 of all these great neon colors going on. I also grabbed this one here, which is basically your golds, your dark, like, fall. This, to me, is all about fall. Here, to me, is more Christmassy because you've got blues and silvers. Not saying that, like, the reds and golds were not Christmassy. And last but not least, this one was just kind of different with kind of the way the pinks got represented here. And then we go into, like, the pinky, purple, bluish color right there. So I grabbed those for my craft box. Over in the kids aisle and in the kids section, I don't know if all your Dollar Trees are doing them out where you may live, but they are changing like a lot of things. Just all kinds of changes going on. I also did see today that at least out in the store, in one of the stores where I shop, they had all Little Debbie products. There was a guy there stacking the shelf full of Little Debbie items. So I don't know what they have. Next time I go back, I will definitely check it out. But this was in the kids section. And these are by Nickelodeon. And these are basically like Super Balls. You know, you bounce them and they just go, pa-down. Yep, pa-down. All right, anyways, we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and we have Raphael. I'll flip them up this way so you can see him. So we have Raphael. And he's basically just a clear ball. And then we have, let me fix him here. Poor Donatello. His purple mask. Love, love, love Donatello. There's Donatello. And do you see how his turtle is in the back? It's really hard to show you because it's in a ball. But from this side view, I think you get the best shot of him. So there's his face. And then there he is with his shell on the back. And they're all like that. And then we have Michelangelo. Let me flip him around. There's Michelangelo. These would be great in Easter baskets. And who do we have left? Leonardo. Oh, Leonardo. Who's got his little tongue sticking out there. Two cutes. There he is right there. Excuse me. I was in line buying those, and a gentleman saw them on the conveyor belt. And I want to say, he said, don't hold me to this because I don't know. for sure. Sometimes my hearing from being around open headers and loud cars my whole life. What? I want to say that they are coming out with a new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. We need to check that out. You have to fact check me because I don't know 100% for sure. All right, Disney. These are so cute. They're little Disney plush buds, and they are about 6.5 inches. They're basically a little character. So we have, of course, Donald Duck. Now, these are plushy, but they're a stiff plush. They're not like, you know, me as eyeing me like, oh, mommy, you got a new toy. Let me give you a 360. You can see how skinny he needs to eat a cheeseburger, right? My goodness. But these are fun. And then the only other ones I came across were Mickey and Minnie. And there they are. How adorable. So anybody that's into Mickey and Minnie, let me fix the tag so you get a better shot of her. And there she is all the way around. Stick these in an Easter basket, or if you got a kid's party and you're looking for, you know, takeaways, take-homes, whatever you want to call them, goodie bags, here you go. All right, moving on to the makeup aisle. Couple new things, and I just kind of put them on the side. Basically, I'll probably give them to my daughter. But one thing I'm probably going to keep for myself. These are by Ione. This is Cherry on Top, and this is a shimmer setting spray. Super cute packaging. She gets into all this kind of stuff, so I'm going to stick this on the side for her. They also had hydrating grip primer, so I got that as well. Sorry about the glare there. Two more things to share with you. This one here is a blush butter balm in the color Ripe Cherry. Whew, that was a mouthful. There's a great shot right there. And then this one I'm actually going to open up because I want to see. This is also by Cherry on Top, and this is called, the color is called Sweet. It is a creamy eyeshadow stick. There it is. I love the creamy sticks because for me, they just work better. They stay on. I feel like I have more control with a cream stick, as long as it doesn't like real. Not that they bleed. I guess sometimes they just, I don't know. You touch your face or whatever, and they get, you know, spread around. So the packaging is so cute. Let me get it out of the packaging. It's covered in little cherries. Here it is. How cute is that? All right, so it's a twist up, which is cool. I like that. There it is. Right there. Sorry, didn't mean to go boom, boom. Let's do this. It's light, but I wanted light. You see it through all my age spots there? There it is right there. Definitely true to its color. Very pretty. All right. I had mentioned, oh, wait, no, hold on. Put the brakes on. There's a couple things left over in Valentine's clearance. So I don't know what day it went on clearance or if it's, anyways, they had this big basket like right when you walked in the door. It had all kinds of candy, but it was mostly like crappy candy. Like when I say that, I don't mean any rudeness or disrespect. It's just me talking real, right? We're about keeping it real. I didn't want any of that, but they had Twizzlers, which I'm a big fan of. And when you can get them all individually packed, like at Halloween time and stuff, I love that the best because you can just shove a bunch in your purse. Listen to me, right? Anyways, these were originally $5 a package. I don't know if I would have paid $5, but anyways, I did it. They were ringing up for 2. So I was like, all right, I'll take it. 9.6 ounces. They were these big takeaway packs. You know what? I'll show ya. I show you. So it says it's X's and O's. I don't know exactly what they mean by that because there's no O's or X's. They're just strips. That's weird. Oh, I guess they're saying, okay, I was under the impression there was like little X's and O's. How dumb am I? But anyways, so there's 2 little sticks. So you can break the 2 sticks. And anyways, throw some of these in your desk. Put some in your purse, wherever. So for $6, I basically, you know, it would have been the price for just one. That's crazy. I wouldn't have spent that. All right. Now, obviously, depending on where you live, all stores are different. But they had a mixture of stuff. And it was just a lot of, like, stuff most people would pass by. But they had a bunch of these, voila, which I love these cards because they're wrapped in plastic. You get an envelope in there, which you do with most cards. But you also get... Good thing I get more than one of these, right? You also get on the inside a cute envelope. I mean, it's all about cuteness. And then on the inside of each card, it has a seal with a heart. Anyways, these were all like thrown in there. There was a bunch of cards in there. When I got up to the register, they were ringing up for 1 penny. Dollar Tree right now is letting the 1 penny thing go, but every store is different. Anyways, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I just grabbed 7 random ones, some repeats. So basically, 7 cents. Check your scanners in your store. Whatever the scanner in your store is ringing is what's going to ring up at the register because they are working together. Just an FYI. I'm sure most of you know that, but if you don't, just a little FYI. All right, over in the section where the toys are, it used to be just like all regular toys. Now it's just like everything else. It's $1.25 toys with $1.50 toys with $1.75 toys with $10 toys. Then 8, 9. So you really, really, really have to watch. But at the same time, I really think the stores need to put more scanners in because having 1 or 2 scanners in a big store is just not enough. All right, speaking of Twizzlers, I think I'm going to have to send all these to Miss Margot, and she can blow these all up in her swimming pool. If she doesn't have them already, but I bet Miss Margot will be getting these. Alrighty, I'm just kidding, Margot. I'm not going to fill your pool with floaties. Well, maybe I will, and I might be included, and Mia. Anyways, these are pool floats. They're actually 5 feet. So they're not small little, you know, things. I don't have enough air in me to blow these suckers up. Let me see how you blow them up. Do you blow them up by mouth? I guess you could. Or you could blow them up by machine. I guess you could. I have no clue. I'm looking for instructions. Not seeing anything whatsoever. Anyways, these are actually out by official licensed product of Hershey's. How about a Twizzlers floating in your pool, Margot? It beats a Baby Ruth, right? Sorry, guys. Anyway, so they had Twizzlers. How fun is that? They also had, this is 5 feet as well, Hershey's milk chocolate. You want to go floating on a chocolate bar? No, this guy does not come in the box. And then last but not least, we have Reese's. And it's a pool float, 5 feet in length. They were over in the toy aisle. Now, everybody's store kind of does something a little bit different. And what I mean by that are some stores are longer, some are wider. Some stores put stuff in places you would think, what were they thinking? But for the most part, they should be laid out pretty much the same. And if you're not sure, ask somebody. Hopefully they will be kind enough to help you. All right, everybody. I really enjoyed this me time. Miss Mia's over here grunting at me because I know what she wants. D-I-N-N-E-R. And if I say it out the regular way, she'll be all over me. So until next time, everyone, thank you so much for your support and watching. A big hug from me to all of you. Until next time, tomorrow's Friday. Woo! Have a great evening. Bye for now.